My favorite movie is The Blue Lagoon. I watched it the first time and it's the only movie I can watch over and over and over again.
My favorite movie is Hairspray. I liked it because it was a musical and Zac Efron was in it.
It's actually a recent one, Avengers Infinity War, because pretty fun one to watch.
My favorite movie, I think The Nightmare Before Christmas from Tim Burton. Growing up, I love musicals. I've been in them, I love reading them, watching them, and Halloween is my favorite holiday. So it's kind of the best of both worlds for me, so I think that would be my favorite movie.
It was probably a scene, everything was going insane outside of an entire city, and then they bring it back to a very calm shot of just two characters. And obviously one of the male characters was going to die, like, no question about it. And he was begging his female counterpart to end him in a way. And the emotion that the actress just showed, it portrayed like actual emotion. Like she had a quivering lip, like just very gentle with the entire scene. The fact that it actually compelled that much emotion and I felt it like it was real in front of me, that's what made it the best scene for me.
Probably like the very ending when they think the baby's gonna die, so they also take the berries that'll poison them, but the thing is the baby doesn't die and they die and people go find the boat.
Favorite song and favorite scene, I like the scene where Lock, Shock, and Barrel, the three little kids, kidnap Santa Claus. I love that soundtrack, or that song from the soundtrack, and it's a good scene.
I like musical movies, like I start singing at random moments.
Usually action movies, mostly because they're not very plot-oriented, and mostly just to keep me entertained while I'm doing work or something like that.
Fantasy? It's not boring, like you can't really always predict what's gonna happen.
I like comedies, but I also like horror movies, and I don't really know why, and I just like watching some things, and I don't know.
Star Wars. I hate that movie. I don't know why it's so interesting. I can't sit through it. There's like 9 of them also.
I'm not a big fan of like Disney princess movies. I know that's like weird to say, but growing up I never got into like Disney, but I mean Tim Burton, like The Nightmare Before Christmas is a Disney movie, but I was never into like Disney princess movies and stuff like that.
Oh, Infinity War. I don't know, maybe because like I wasn't caught up as much when I saw it, but people like exaggerated the end for me. It wasn't as like hyped up as it was.
I love the movie Pacific Rim. I have no idea, it's just really interesting and it's really dramatic, and they ended up, it was predictable though, like they ended up saving the world like everyone knew they were going to. But like it was nice, though no one has ever heard of that movie.
Oh, yesterday I was actually talking to my theater teacher, and he was saying how much he didn't like the sound of music, and I was heartbroken because again, musicals, amazing. And I love that movie, and he was like, oh no, it's awful, like the storyline isn't good, and you know, while the storyline isn't the best, I think the music just kind of, it takes over, and I just think it's incredible.
The Trolls movie, that one. I had to watch it with my niece, and it was pretty entertaining actually. But all my other friends are basically saying, oh, why the heck did you spend your time watching that? As if I was just sitting in my room watching it. It wasn't a bad watch, all things considered.
Depends on the movie. Like if I want to go see the movie, then I won't read the reviews. But like if someone's like, let's go to the movies, let's watch this, and I'll just like check to see if like, is it good or is it not good.
I'd rather take the gamble and like, from what I've seen in trailers, I'd rather take the gamble and watch it myself before reading reviews.
Not really. No, I go into it open-minded usually. I don't read them beforehand unless it's a movie that I'm like very much anticipating, then I'll see like a little bit, but not too much of what other people are thinking of it, so I know not what to expect, but kind of just maybe what to expect a little bit. But When I go, I usually just go in open-minded and just ready to watch with no prior information on anything.
I stream. I like that better. I like being at home, like being able to eat as much as I can, go to the bathroom, stop the movie, you know?
I would prefer to watch it on the big screen first, and then maybe later, if I actually like the movie, get a DVD copy and watch it at home.
Typically I stream things. I have Netflix on my computer and I'll typically watch that. I don't really go out to watch movies as much as I used to. So definitely streaming either on my phone or my laptop, and I have a Fire Stick, so I use that as well.
I would say what makes a good movie would be, now this would probably contradict what I said earlier, but an actual good story happening. And characters that I would, like believable characters. Like, I don't entirely believe in this perfect hero. That's not gonna happen. Everybody has flaws. There's no way one person is gonna be perfect. So a character that is trying their best and being the best they can while also making very human mistakes that everybody makes on a daily basis, that's something you can connect to, and that'll help make a good movie.
I want to say good acting. Like, if I believe is actually going on. You saw like Disney Channel and how the acting is horrible and it seemed like it's all rehearsal and play.
Personally for me, I watch a lot of musicals. That's another genre I like. So for me, a good soundtrack in a movie definitely counts. Even background music I feel is very important. And good actors that, you know, really portray their characters very well and can really get into what they're doing. I think that makes a good movie.